So I'm from Austin, born and raised, went to UT and studied communication and business because I thought I wanted to do public relations. My mom works for a big company, she does public relations. Like my whole entire life I watched her go through it, so I went through college thinking I'm going to do public relations, I got internships. Come to find out my senior year, didn't want to do public relations, so right after I graduated I moved to New York City kind of on a whim.
Right.
And was there for a little while, and it was really there that I figured out that I wanted to do fitness because I worked for a really reputable country club.
Okay.
And I became good friends with some of their trainers, and just noticed that that was something that I was really passionate about and I wanted to share with others. So I came back to Austin last year actually, and worked for a woman who did kind of women's only boot camps, Pilates, she did at-home training, and I was really inspired by the fact that she just decided to focus on women, because women and men train very differently, and it's hard to have classes, even though some big gyms do it, it's hard to have classes where women feel comfortable working out in front of men, where they can work out the same kind of exercises. So that was kind of the basis of her model, and I really kind of latched onto that. And then when I moved to Dallas, I realized that there really wasn't anything like that here.
Right.
So that's when I started Dash,
Okay.
which was created exclusively for the modern day young woman, as kind of a way to learn healthy habits, also have consistent exercise patterns. I recently have been promoting the Dash 30-day gluten-free diet, I guess you could say, but it's teaching a better eating habit.
Right. Just eating healthfully instead of dieting.
Right, exactly. So yeah, getting away from the diet word that girls my age latch onto and starve themselves and do crazy things, fad diets. Cookie diet I heard recently.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
The lemon water diet.
Yeah. So Dash really promotes long-term health, building those goals that can become stepping stones for long-term health, good nutrition that can last, not a fad diet. And I started with the SMU sorority girls, and it became really popular with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I recently just expanded it to Uptown, so that's what we're going to be promoting really at the beginning of this year, which is now. So we have a launch party January 19th at Primo's, and we're going to be promoting skinny ways to eat for Mexican food restaurants, or gluten-free items that you can order when you're out at a restaurant, particularly Mexican food because it's at Primo's. So we'll be promoting those things, as well as the spring boot camps that we're launching that week and going through things.
So Dash is like a boot camp based fitness system?
Yes.
I guess kind of explain what is the whole Dash system.
So Dash, essentially in a sentence, is to get away from the diet, a nutrition and exercise program for young women. It focuses completely on their needs. A young woman also is different than an older woman. They have different health needs as well. So it focuses on young women's nutrition and health needs. And we do it in, yes, a boot camp style, but I don't like to call it boot camp because that traditional images of boot camp is crazy.
Do y'all meet in a gym? Do you meet in a park?
No, it's outdoors.
Okay.
That's an element that I think gets lost in the big chain gyms. You feel kind of confined to this. Yeah, exactly where we are right now, actually. But Texas is lucky in that the weather is pretty good majority of the year, and even in the winter when I was teaching classes, it was no big deal to put on a couple layers and work out outside. And the feedback I've actually gotten about working out outside is it's a completely different experience for women, and they really enjoy it. It's kind of like getting back to nature and really getting after it instead of 45 minutes on the elliptical.
The mental check.
Okay, I'll talk on the phone the whole time,
Yeah.
So
So, like when someone signs up for a boot camp, is it a set length, or do they they can come as much as they want? Do they have to show up at certain times?
Right, that's another way we're different. It's you pay by the month, and you come around your schedule. So we offer classes 2 times a week in the SMU area, and then 2 times a week in Uptown. And you come as many or as little times as you want.
So you could come all 4 if you want?
You could come all 4 if you want, yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of been the best method in my opinion, rather than paying by class, because people,
they don't come
obviously have busy schedules
Yeah.
and they have excuses, and that's fine. So it's an easier way for them to get there.
Right. So I guess just in a business, like entrepreneur standpoint, what do you like most about, you said you didn't like the PR, you figured out you didn't want to do the PR thing. Did you go up to New York looking for a PR job?
I did.
So you're just like, I need to get up to New York and find a job.
That was kind of my mom's advice. She, again, has been doing PR her entire life, and she said, you need to go to the mecca of PR, which is New York City. You need to look for a PR job, and I just, as much as I tried, obviously I went through 4 years of school, I did countless internships in public relations, I couldn't confine myself to the 9 to 5 sitting at a desk all day. I really like to be active all day long. I like a very, dynamic, changing schedule.
Yeah.
I like the interaction that I have with the girls and my private clients. So I just couldn't be fit in that box.
Right.
And that was something that I knew. I've always kind of had the entrepreneur traits or habits. I just kind of harnessed them together and put them towards Dash.
Right.
So that was something that I feel like was good for me and was, a great outlet for all the girls that are involved in Dash.
So going back to the fitness thing, how did you, I guess, have you always been interested in fitness? Did you play sports growing up?
I did, yeah. That was the very beginning with sports. I played pretty much every sport possible when I was yay high to into high school.
Right.
And then I got really competitive with volleyball in high school. I played year round, and I was even considering going to college, to play competitive school volleyball.
Right.
I declined after I realized I wanted a life in college, but my fitness didn't stop there. I just took kind of the time I had been practicing volleyball and put it towards my own workouts. And I actually started, my friends were like, hey, can you help me work out? And that's when I realized I really like helping other people do this. And I like them coming to me and asking me about nutrition or, how to work out or, various things that people have, questions they have about diet and exercise.
So I guess so you're kind of happy you didn't find a job in New York, I guess now.
I guess it kind of all worked out. I was thinking about that as I was trying to make New Year's resolutions this year. I never make fitness New Year's resolutions because fitness is part of your life.
Yeah, it should be all the time.
Be just at the beginning of January. But I was thinking about kind of the past couple of years and how the layout I thought that was going to unfold after I graduated is completely different than what it is today.
Right.
The New York thing, the New York experience was changed me incredibly, and I think it really did catapult me into fitness sooner. I think I would have ended up there, but sooner than I probably had ever imagined. So it was a blessing in disguise that I didn't get a public relations job, because I probably would still be there,
still be stuck in New York,
working crazy hours and living the New York life. So
I guess, what do you like most about being able to run your own business?
I would be lying if I said I didn't love the flexibility.
Right.
Like I said, working, all my friends are like, I hate working 9 to 5 and, having a boss but
sitting there and they don't have anything to do.
Right, sitting at a desk. But I mean, there's always things that people don't think about when owning a business. I mean, it's hard work. It's not
24 hours a day.
Right. It's maybe not 9 to 5, but it's maybe like, to 10 o'clock one night or up at 5 in the morning the next day. So I like the flexibility in the schedule, but by no means is it an easier job, and so I think part of that is I really enjoy the challenge.
Right. You also, the harder you work, the more results
Right,
you see. And
right.
It comes back to yourself.
Right. So they're highly correlated, and that is a constant motivator to continue to grow and expand. And that's my biggest goal for Dash this year is just gain awareness. And we have our boot camps in Uptown, we have them in SMU, and I just hope that the girls really tell all their friends and they come, and I want it to become something that just seems like the favorite girl fitness program.
Right.
Right.